Today we have a brand new AI agent builder from ChatGPT, which you can see right here. It kind of looks a little bit like NA10, and I'm going to be showing you exactly how you can use it, plus how you can quickly build out whatever sort of agent you want to build. Now, I think honestly, this is one of the easiest ways to build AI agents quickly and actually test it in real time. So, for example, if you actually go to platform.openai.com/agent-builder, you will find the URL like so. And then under here, you can see all these different templates, right? So, for example, if you wanted to create like a custom GPT or an internal knowledge assistant, well, you would just click this. Or if you wanted to create quickly like a customer service agent, and even embed that into the front end or the back end of your project, you can easily do it like so. Now, why would you want to do this? Well, basically, you can build your own tools now without paying for something external, like, for example, NA10, and you don't need to hook different APIs together. You can just use the AI agent workflow builder, like you can see over here. And then, even if you were using something like this template, we could actually preview that straight away, right? So, for example, if we say, hey, inside the chat here, the AI agent that I literally just created in one click live for you right now is going to be ready to go and respond directly inside this workflow. It's insane how easy and fast this is. So, for example, now you can see, boom, hello, how can I assist you with your Horizon Tel mobile service today, which is our customer service agent built on a template. Now, obviously, we're not Horizon Tel, right? So what you can actually do is you can go over here and you can edit each section of this workflow. So if we close the preview over here, we can edit each section of the workflow to adjust it and train it exactly how you want it to be, right? And you can actually give it like custom trained data. You can, for example, allow it to search for you online. You can set up conditions like you can see, and then you can actually have different AI agents inside the workflow. So we have, for example, a return agent, a retention agent, an information agent, right? And you can see this is all custom trained on our data. Now, if we click on expand the prompt, these prompts can be as complicated as you would like them to be, right? So, for example, you can see this is a pretty complicated prompt, and it's all custom trained on Horizon Tel. Now, if you wanted to customize that to your business, right? Here's how I would do it, and this is super easy. We just go over to ChatGPT. We're going to click on that, right? So we're going to paste in that prompt from that agent builder inside the template. Then we're going to go inside here, and we're going to say something like, "Okay, mate, customize this to my SEO agency," right? Knowing what you know about me. And then what you can do is swap out the old template, which was for Horizon Tel, and switch it to your company. And you can do that in a minimal prompt. Literally, it's just like, boom, one sentence. Let's go, my friends. All right. And then you can see over here, it's got all the information. It's explained all the details of the account manager, downgrades, etc. It's basically customized everything that I've trained ChatGPT on over the last few years. And this is why I love ChatGPT, because it is very, very personalized to me, and it has all my data and that sort of thing. Okay. So as we go through, some people are going to ask, is this better than NA10? So if we pull up NA10 over here, what I would say here is like, Google and I'm sorry, ChatGPT is really, really good for building out quick agents, like you can see. And it's simple. You don't need to be able to code. You don't need to understand like JSON or anything like that. And you can just quickly link a workflow like this, even if you're just using one of the basic templates. You can see the UI is very simple. It almost feels like the Apple of AI agent builders. Now, if we went over to NA10, NA10 is a lot more complicated. It breaks way more. There's a lot more problems, and it just feels a lot more messy, right? I mean, even for example, if we go down the list here, it's so difficult once you built a lot of AI agents to figure out, okay, what are these workflows about? And how do I review them and that sort of thing. And then sometimes they break, sometimes they stop working. Sometimes the APIs run out of credits and that sort of thing. You don't know why the workflow isn't working, because you have to check and proofread every single part of the modules. And so I would say, if you want something simple and fast, honestly, ChatGPT is pretty good, right? You can use platform OpenAI, and that's super quick. If you want something that is a bit more customizable and you're a bit more technical, then I would say NA10 is kind of like the next step up from that, right? So you're kind of graduating up the reels here. The other thing I would say is like, the only problem with OpenAI's agent builder is it is a little bit more complex just to actually publish it, right? So if you publish it, you have to use something called ChatKit to actually deploy it But honestly, I think you could work that out in the morning and then you're good to go once you learn that skill. So that's pretty much it when it comes to the AI agent builder. David inside the free AI Money Lab says, this is exciting to bring everything back to OpenAI. I would agree. I mean, that's the other cool thing is like, you don't need to pay for external tools, right? Like I'm not paying for Lindy. I don't have to pay for NA10 if I don't want to. I can just create everything inside here. And if I master this, then all of a sudden I've got everything in one sort of ecosystem, kind of like Apple. You know, you have a Mac, you have an iPhone, you have an iPad, and it's all inside one ecosystem. So it all links together, which makes everything a bit easier too. So we're going to keep going through now. Otavio says, hello from Brazil for Julian. I really love your videos. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. Obrigado. And I can't pronounce that name, but someone says, nice to meet you. So good to meet you too. So we're going to keep going through now. And what I'm going to show you next is how to customize or create this yourself, right? So for example, if we go to new workflow here, we're going to go to the AI agent builder. And by the way, if you want all the notes, a step-by-step process completely for free, and I'll even include 50 use cases for using this bad boy, then you can get that inside the AI Money Lab, completely free. Link in the comments description. All you're going to do is you're going to click on the link in the comments description. It's completely free. Click on the AI Money Lab, go to the classroom, go over to new AI automations, scroll through all the free training on the left-hand side with loads of videos. It's better than most people's paid stuff, I'm going to be honest with you. And then if you scroll down, what you'll see is that we're releasing new updates inside here every single day. And we've got the new ChatGPT AI agent builder. And then inside here, you've got the recipe and you've got the step-by-step process for customizing this as deep as you want to. All right, so what we're also going to do now is we're going to take a look at the other module, which was down here. And you can see here that we have this new section on AI agents, and this includes tons of use cases and that sort of thing, right? So let's get back to the agent builder workflow here. We're going to click on create, then we've got start, and we've got AI agent ready to go, right? So it's all set up, it's all good to go. We can change this, so we can say, right, okay, you're a helpful SEO content writing assistant, right? Then we're going to click on that. We've got this good to go. We can select which model we want. We have, for example, the reasoning effort. So do you want it to be minimal, low, medium, high? Obviously, the more reasoning you add, the more intelligent it's going to be, but the slower it's going to be to respond. So that's up to you and how you want to respond. And then also you got an option here. So you can have text, you can have JSON, you can have widget, right? Whatever you want. And you can also show search sources. You can, for example, write to conversation history. You can change the name of the agent, so we can put this as SEO agent, right? And then that was pretty easy and simple to do, right? So you can see how quick this is, and you can plug in your own custom prompts here as well. So if you want to use your own prompts, no problem, mate. Just add it right here. So from here, we can click on preview. We'll test this out. I'm going to say, all right, my keyword equals SEO training Japan. Let's just see if it works. It might not work, but we'll see. So we're going to go inside the chat here, and you can see that we can look at our workflow over here. It's kind of like the visual side. And then you've got on the right-hand side over here, we've got the SEO assistant helping us, right? So this is an SEO assistant that you can build and customize however you want. Now, that is so much easier and faster than using something like NA10. Honestly, like you could not get an AI agent set up that quickly if you wanted to. So you can see now it's coming up with the outline, the keyword details, what it recommends for on-page and off-page, right? And it's even started writing up the article. Now, that article is not going to be great because you have to install your own prompts inside here, right? Which I'll show you how to do in a second. But basically, that's how it goes step by step. Davio says, hey, Julian, let's hang out someday to talk about AI from Google Meet. Yeah, Octavio, if you want to hang out, join the AI Profit Boardroom. We've actually got a 2-for-1 deal. Well, actually got a 7-for-1 deal, but I'll come on to that in a second. But yeah, if you join the AI Profit Boardroom, you can actually hang out each day. We have live calls each day where you can hang out, you can ask us questions, you can join us inside the AI Profit Boardroom. We have an amazing community of 1,600 members. You can see all the amazing stuff we're posting here. We're giving away challenges, like you can see the first place of this competition gets $50 each week every 7 days. So you can actually make money from being in the community. Disclaimer, not everyone makes money, but if you're active and you're number one, you can. And then also you can see we're running a fire mini challenge for $1,500. Terms and conditions apply, but that's basically something that everyone in the community can win. Actually, we've got a lot of people winning. You can see here, Big Timothy, he's winning. We've got, for example, other people in there too. And then also inside here, you can see that we have this amazing classroom, right? And inside the classroom, you've got, for example, all of these different things going on here. So you've got all of these different tradings. If you want to learn how I get millions of views on Twitter each month, on shorts on Instagram, on AI avatar videos, if you want to learn, for example, how I automate SOPs and then train my team and delegate pretty much everything so that I can do live streams with you like this. And even if you want to know how I build, 530 pieces of content per day online to grow my business, it's all inside here. It's all inside here, mate. So feel free to join. And also the other thing I was going to say is that we currently have a 7-for-1 deal right now, right? So if you buy one, you get 7 in one bundle, and it's worth $15,000 in terms of total bonuses. So you can actually sign up now. You will get 7 money-making programs for the price of one, and you can see what you get. So you get the invite-only school playbook that's helped us grow and win the school games, right? So we actually won the school games. You can see our MR over here. All right. And then you can also get the affiliate fast track kit. You can get the 1,000 content X machine. You can get the private content vault, the one-click funnels, the 50 free AI SEO tools, and the 5K client playbook for selling AI automation too. And that is completely free as a bonus. All these are free as a bonus when you sign up to the AI Profit Boardroom. If you want to get access, you go to the link in the comments description and you can sign up to the AI Profit Boardroom over here. All right, and it's only this price, right? So it's a flash sale, it's pretty cheap. And also, if you want to get access, it depends where you watch it, but let's say, for example, you are watching the live stream right now, you just go to the video, you click on the video, you go to the description, boom shakalaka, you click that link and sign up, all right? So Tavio, feel free to sign up, and I hope to see you in there as well. Wellington says, I just joined the live. Is this OpenAI automation really better than NA10? And what about the costs? Wellington says, I'm from Brazil. We got lots of Brazilians on today. So good to see you all here today, my friends. And we're going to keep going through now and we'll have a look here. Now, I'm not sure about the costs, actually. Let's have a look. So let's see if we actually got charged for this stuff. So I'm going to go to usage and then we'll have a look here and we'll see if we got charged. So we used stuff on October the 7th, but today is, and you can see, I tested it a lot yesterday. I got charged less. So I didn't get charged. I got charged less than $0.01, right? You can see the marker over here, right? And then today, I've not been charged anything for using this AI agent. So October budget, $0 spent this month. It seems to be free. I don't know why it's free. I mean, so far I've not been charged. That's all I'm showing you. So pretty crazy stuff right there. What else we got? Yeah. So let's keep going through now. We're going to go through and we're going to have a look at this. So we'll have a look at this new workflow. We've got the start button over here. We've got the SEO agent. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to set up a new AI agent over here. So we're going to set up a new node. And we'll see if I can use the MCP and figure out how to use it. So you can actually add like an MCP, which means that you can link whatever you're doing to an app externally, right? So for example, you could create like an email assistant. So if we click on add over here, we're going to select Gmail and we are going to connect and we have to get the auth token, right? So you can see we have to get the access auth token. Let me just do that off screen and then we can give that a cheeky whirl. We'll see how that goes. So you can see over here, basically what you've got is the auth playground, and you would just get your auth token from here. So you can actually link directly to Google and Gmail if you want to link this to apps as well. If we go back, you can connect this to other apps. So you've got like Google Drive, Outlook, you've got SharePoint, Microsoft Teams, you've got Zapier as well. So Zapier is pretty cool. And then you've got stuff like even PayPal and stuff like that. Let's have a look if we can link the PayPal here. So we need to get an access token. I don't want to share that live on the on the call, but basically you can get an access token as well. You can get that from the GitHub details, as you can see. And then also, if we go back here, we can link like Dropbox and all sorts of things. So for example, let's say you want to use Zapier, right? What you can do is you can go to MCP Zapier over here. So we'll open that up in a new tab. Alessandro says, hello from social. Good to see you here. And we need to, I think I need to log into Zapier first. So let's try this. Log in here. All right, so we've gone over to Zapier now. Let's see if we can use the MCP client from Zapier. It's actually quite hard to find the link for setting up the MCP. All right, cool. So what you do is when you set this up, just make sure you're logged into Zapier already. Otherwise, this URL will not work. Once you've done that, then you're going to click on Get API Key over here, and you'll plug that in over here once you've got it from Zapier, right? So you can see we've got, for example, this right here, and then we can connect, and we'll just grab the API key. So I'm going to copy the secret API key over here. We'll go back to Zapier, enter that in, hit connect. It's going to establish a connection. Hopefully that works. That seems to have worked now. And then you can, if we click on that, we've got the API key linked. And then we can set up a new node right here. Now, inside the MCP, if we go back to Zapier MCP now, we should be able to link different apps inside here. So you can link tools inside the configure section. And you've also got like, you can set up open API and that sort of thing. And we can click add tool, right? This is probably a much easier way than getting the OAuth token, because the OAuth token can be super messy and annoying to do. And then from here, we are going to, for example, let's click on Gmail. We'll add all the Gmail tools, click on add Gmail there. And let's see if it can actually work with the MCP. All right. So we'll click on new node, agent. We'll link that over there. We'll delete that one. There we go. All right. Doesn't seem that easy to like delete a module from what I can see. Like if I click on that, how do I delete this? We click on that. All right. So if you want to delete a step, let's say you add a step and you want to delete it, click on the agent over here and then just click on delete. You can also click on learn more. You can add custom instructions, but we're going to delete that one there. And then let's see if this will actually work. So I'm going to say, okay, I don't know if that's going to relay the information over. Bear in mind, like this is one of the first few times I'm using the MCP side of things. So we'll change this to email agent. And let's click on preview now. See if that works. So it's drafting the email here. And then you can see it's wanting to use the MCP, so I'm going to approve that. And that is having an error. Now, why is that having an error? Let's have a look here. Might be because the API key is deleted. But something to bear in mind there. So it doesn't seem to link the MCP tools that well. It's probably something I'll just figure out later, to be honest with you. But we've added in the API key over here. Maybe you can just change this. So we'll change this to send email. And we'll put that in the middle. Maybe this is not live as well. Let's have a look here. Damavish says, love air is my favorite, for sure, for sure. And Jesse says, do you think this will be more popular over time for YouTube than NA10 topics? I think certainly today, but maybe not in the future. These sort of things, they trend fast and then people stop paying attention, right? It's an interesting one. But yeah, that's something to play around with as well. Now, if we go to new workflow as well, you can just go to templates. I think honestly, the template is probably the easiest way to use this. So you can see like structured data QA, customer service, internal knowledge assistant. And then you can actually do like fact finding and that sort of thing. So let's have a look at here. Rewrite the question to be more specific, relevant. Then it's going to classify it. And then if we click on this agent over here, you can use web search or even uploaded files, right, to answer stuff. It's got external fact finding and it's got an AI agent as well. So let's see, we'll click on the preview here and say, okay, what happened today in the news? See if it can actually connect to the internet. Otavio says already signed in. Thanks so much for joining the AI Profit Boardroom. Appreciate you. Now you can see it's using the internal Q&A. So we said like what happened in the news today. It rewrote the question and then it's searching for news summaries. After that, it actually searched the web. So it is connected to the web, which is pretty cool. So you can see over here, search the web, Reuters, October 8, 2025, top news. Says, I'm feeling a bit disoriented here. AP links don't guarantee they're today's news. Maybe a better strategy is to search for top stories. So it's kind of like searching in different ways and trying to find interesting stuff. Even did like a site Reuters.com search, which is like a Boolean search. I'm surprised it did that, to be honest. And then you can see it's looking at like AP news, gathering news updates, checking for misinformation, which is pretty good. classifying it, and reasoning through it. So it's quite in depth here, and then it has links to the latest news articles. So if we click on this one, for example, that is not great though, because you can see here that's from 2024. So something to be aware of there. It still hallucinates despite all the reasonings. You can see here, here's a quick snapshot of today's top news, and then it sends you to an article from like 2024. Let's click on this one as well. 2024. 2024. It doesn't even know what year. I mean, it says 2025 in the top there, but then it doesn't even. So I mean, it's okay, but it's not the best, right? Like, I think one thing you'd have to do is like actually say these are sources. You'd have to go back and forth with it, but then it's going to slow down the process, right? So if you say, okay, these are sources from 2024, I want today /2025 only. Cash says, Julian, big ups for all the great work and inspiring all of us. Appreciate that. I am on a mission to help 1 billion people. That's my target with AI. Like, that's my vision, really. And the reason for that is like, I just want to help as many people as I can and use the opportunities that I have to help people. We currently reach like 120 million people per year, but I want to get to 1 billion and 10x that. So hopefully we get there at some point, and then, you know, that's when you have real impact, right? Like, I love to hear stories like that, Catch. So I really appreciate it. Catch says, I love your digital avatar. And it says, I'm surprised you don't have 1 million subs yet. Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm not too fussed about like the subs, but I am fussed about the views because I want to reach as many people as I can. So for example, we actually go on to YouTube here, and this is just one channel. We do have quite a few channels actually, but you can see here, even like just the last month, we grew from 60,000 views a month, 60,000 views a day to 100,000 views a day, and that's pretty consistent the last few days. You can see how much we make per month. By the way, we have a full course on how to do this inside the AI Profit Boardroom. But yeah, we're reaching a lot of people and growing really fast, which is amazing. So yeah, just want to help people as much as we can. All right, so let's see what we got here. Today's date. Let's go for that. Give me the summary. And Cash says, I follow your work and see that you're already on track. Thank you very much, sir. So I wouldn't say, I mean, like, this comes down to the quality of the prompts, because like, it's still hallucinating despite all the reasoning that's inside this template. It's not that useful. It can do live web searches, which I do like, but I don't like the fact that it's just struggling, isn't it? And it's a lot of work. Like, I could just go straight into ChatGPT and that'd be 10 times faster. So for stuff like automating simple tasks, you know, SEO content writing, linking it to MCP servers, I think those two things could be good once I figure out how to use MCPs. I don't like the fact, and I like to be fully transparent with you, right? So I'm not going to say it's amazing if it's not amazing. But for like Q&As, for training it as an agent, I think it's going to struggle a little bit, all right? Like, even for example, I've asked for a news roundup and it's just not come back to me. So I don't know. You're better off just using ChatGPT directly. And if you want to build something really crazy, then you can build with NA10. You know what I actually prefer, and I'm going to say it's 10 times easier to use this, is Opal, right? If you've not used Google Opal, that's basically Google's version of NA10, and I would say that is genuinely better. Like, genuinely much easier to use. Actually works first time round. You can see an example of how it looks so similar. So it's got the chat over here and then the preview over here. One of the biggest differences as well is, like, with Opal, you can quickly build like a video generator, right? And quite often the workflows work really well. Plus you can test them, and I would say it's easier to use and get your head around. Whereas, for example, if you're using AI agents inside ChatGPT's platform, it's hit and miss, as you've seen today. It's hit and miss, right? Now, Some people are asking, seeing your new AI NVIDIA, but are you using it? I don't use it much day to day, honestly, but I do like to test these new things. Otavio says, are you ready? Try Google Opal. Is GPT similar? Opal is a lot better. I've actually done a few live streams on Opal as well. If you actually go into the AI Money Lab, you type in Google Opal, you'll see all the trainings we've done on it here, right? These are all individual training videos, like you can see, right? So you can check out all the free training inside the AI Money Lab. Cash says, why are you still on NA10? Well, as you can see today, like OpenAI is broken, so it's not that good. And then Otavio says, in Brazil, not working Opal yet. If you want to get help on like getting access to that stuff, we have a few workarounds inside the AI Profit Boardroom, and you can actually direct message me inside the AI Profit Boardroom if you want to connect with me once you're a member. And inside there, we have a few workarounds for that, right? So if you can't get access to it in Brazil, there's some members doing, finding ways around that, right? So, feel free to just get around that, and yeah, no problem at all. All right. So I won't say it on the live stream, but if you just DM me inside once you're a member of the boardroom, I'll show you how to do it, and I'll show you how some people are doing it as well, right? So thanks so much for watching. That is pretty much it for my exploration of the new AI agent builder inside ChatGPT. Is it going to replace NA10 anytime soon? I don't think so. You've seen how difficult it is to link to other apps. I honestly think that inside NA10 it's a lot easier. You just like one click sign in for Gmail and stuff like that. You can also see, for example, it does require some technical expertise, right? Unless you want to do something super basic like creating keyword research and that sort of thing, it's going to be a bit messy. All right. And just to recap here, so we've got a limited time offer. You get 2 money-making communities for the price of 1. And additionally, if you sign up now for the AI Profit Boardroom until Friday, we have a 7-for-1 deal. Pretty insane. 7-for-1 AI war chest, my friends, just until Friday. So, 48 hours left, pretty much. If you buy 1, you get 6 free. So if you sign up to the AI Profit Boardroom, which, you get all this stuff, then you'll get 6 free. So you'll get the AI Profit Boardroom, you'll get the school playbook, you get the affiliate fast track kit, the 1000x content machine, the private content vault, which is every private Q&A coaching call inside one hub. You'll get my one-click funnel swipes, which basically means that you can launch ready-made funnels to turn traffic into clients. And then you also get 50 free AI SEO tools with live ranking insights to stay ahead of making sure that you get traffic from Google and other AI search engines. If you're still on the fence, right, if you're thinking about the AI Profit Boardroom, you're not sure if it's for you, well, number one, we have a 7-day refund guarantee. So if you don't like it, we'll high-five you on the way out and say thanks for joining, and you'll get your money back. So you can sign up and check it out risk-free. And then also, it's going to show you how to automate client acquisition and content based on how we have so many clients. I mean, we've scaled to, I think our best month this year was, and this is not typical, disclaimer, right? Like not everyone's going to achieve this, but even if you achieve 10% of it, you win it. But we actually made $470,000 in 1 month this year, and we're growing all the time, right? We're up 42% year on year in terms of profit, which is the most important thing. And it's because of AI and all the systems we have inside the AI Profit Boardroom. So if you want to grab those, you can get it inside there, and you get a 7-for-1 deal. Additionally, you can see here you will learn how to automate client acquisition. You'll learn how to generate more revenue with faceless AI content based on how we reach 2.1 million people per month, as I've already shown you today. You'll discover how to rank faster and get more SEO traffic from other AI search engines. That's just like part of it, but not the main thing. And then also you get my AI avatar clone system, which shows you how to get faceless content that scales. You'll get my Twitter AI automation that shows you how we reach millions of people per month on Twitter. You'll get my Empire Builder manual that shows you how we've built 50 different content distribution platforms that reach over 650,000 followers. And I think it's 12 million people per month that we actually reach. So it's pretty insane. Like if you want to learn how we do that, if you just want to see my playbooks, you can get that inside the AI Profit Boardroom. And also you get SEO Boardroom access, right? Which is a live Discord with SEO updates, algorithm fixes, and you can connect with some of the best SEOs in the world inside there. So you can grab that. We only have 10 spots left on that. So you make sure you get it now. 10 spots left, 48 hours left. And also inside the AI Profit Boardroom, you're going to get 1,000 ready to deploy AI workflows. You get daily video Q&As with me, unlimited tech support. So if you need help, if you need fast answers, you can get that. 5 live coaching calls per week and $8,000 in monthly giveaways. Terms and conditions apply. Disclaimer there as always, and a double guarantee, right? So you can try it for 7 days. You get a no questions asked refund, right? And then you also get a 30-day ROI guarantee. So if you don't save time or you don't make money and you want a refund, no problem, right? This disappears completely on Friday. 10 seats will be filled. It's a 7-for-1 war chest. You've seen what's possible. I've shown you all the stats today, and you can get this directly inside the AI Profit Boardroom. All right. And you can see this is a super active community. We actually won the school games last quarter. So if we go to the Q3 school games here inside the tech category, you can see we came 4th and we won a all expenses paid trip to Los Angeles to visit Alex Hormozy and the school HQ. So we're one of the biggest and best AI communities in the world. And if you want to connect with me personally, you can do that inside here. All right. Appreciate you watching, and I will see you on the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye.